That's not content, that's drama.
Sports Card Radio fans, haters, we are here in Roseville, California at the True Sports Card Show. We got Johnny Manziel, got Dennis Rodman, maybe some drinks and maybe a little craps and blackjack on the docket for later today, but I don't have a lot to sell at this card show, so I'm going to give you a tour of some of these dealer booths, show you some of the cards that are on display. Also, given the high-profile nature of Sports Card Radio, a lot of people coming up, giving me the gossip on cleaning cards, shill binning, all those types of things. So I'll give you the scoop as we take a tour around the True Sports Card Show here in beautiful Roseville, California. Sacramento Card Show's finest. How are we doing tonight?
Man, it's always day starting up a card show at the True Sports Card Show at Roseville, California. Second year they've done this show, and we got to set up again this time on Sports Card Radio.
That's right.
It's been a good show, bunch of great autographed guests.
Yeah.
Having a blast.
Hey, what have you been selling, buying, combination of both?
It's been a little bit of both. We've been advertising, we do whatnot, so a lot of people are trying to bring us more stuff, and sometimes we got toys and stuff down.
Sure.
I've been doing some trades too. I always try to do trades with the kids. I want to make sure I have cards in the case that they can come up and trade with us and not just be cheap away. And I've been buying some cards too. I got a nice Jordan LeBron patch card. So
I saw that, 9 of 10. What'd you pay for that?
I paid $1,100, but I split it with my brother. You know, the big cards, you can't be too crazy. You may want to split it with your brother. So
sure. What do you think you can get out of that? You spent 11 on it. What do you think you can sell it for?
I'd be hopeful to make $200 to $300 on it and keep it moving.
Sure.
Somebody wants to offer higher than that, then add some. Hey, we'll take it.
Well, the vibe at the show, do you think the people that are buying are these end collectors or these other whatnot flippers? Like, who are you selling to when you're selling your cards, you think?
Honestly, I haven't stored too much, but the people that have been buying cards, I think they're collectors. There's
Sure.
more collectors out here in this area. I feel like some of the more popular shows like San Fran and LA, you have a lot of people just buying the flip. And obviously we all want to make money in the hobby too, but you know, it's always good just buying cards too and to collect cards as well.
Okay, well, can you tell the fans and the haters where to find you?
You can find me on Instagram and YouTube, Stem Chase. No, we're just trying to make it happen out here, make our own type of content, not flexing anything, and we're just keeping it real. One of the people at these card shows that are keeping it real for the hobby, so shout out to Sports Star Radio and tune in every Thursday for it live.
That's right, baby. Thanks.
Thanks, Colin.
Love it.
Later.
How's the show been?
Good, it's been great.
Yeah.
It's been nice, man. We had a good conversation earlier today. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
You selling more, buying more?
Yeah. I think it's everything. It's a good meet in the middle.
Sure.
I bought actually more here than the past Burbank shows.
Wow.
So, yeah, I'm really pleased with this show up here. I'm definitely going to come back.
I love it. I love it.
All right.
So you had a donut. Is it a scale of 1 to 10? What did you think of the donut?
It was a little, it stayed there for a little bit.
Sure.
But I haven't had a donut in over a year. So
Wow.
it was
Pop that donut, Jerry.
I only admitted it because my wife's not here.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, it was great. I appreciate you bringing those.
You got it. We'll probably do it again tomorrow. Maybe it'll be Mojo's Donuts. We'll see.
There we go. Yeah.
Okay.
I would love to go see his dad's play.
Okay. We might bring some.
All right.
All right.
How's
Good
it
seeing you. All right. We'll see ya. All right. So we got to take this outside the show floor because we got a little gossip to talk about. So People have been coming up to me, talking to me a lot about card cleaning, card altering, and things like that. The general consensus is if you are cleaning, if you are soaking, if you are taking off stains, if you're taking off tape residue, if you're bringing the card back to, let's just say, its previous luster, that's not, people aren't viewing that as altering the card. People just kind of view that as, returning the card back to its previous glory. Now, what a lot of people are doing is they're taking low grade iconic cards, and we're talking mostly vintage stuff. I know we've talked a lot about the Victor Wembanyama. Funny enough, the NorCal sports guys who were kind of responsible for all of that, they're actually set up next to me here at the show today. So that may be a slightly awkward moment. But, we've talked a lot about like cleaning and rubbing kind of these modern cards, but most of the stuff that I've been hearing and seeing is guys are taking low grade iconic cards, Mickey Mantle, Michael Jordans, and they're turning them from sometimes PSA graded authentic, where they wouldn't even give it a grade, and they're able to get a pretty high grade. I saw a card go from PSA graded authentic all the way up to a 6. I saw multiple people show me grades where it started as like a 1 and they were able to get it up to like a 4 or 5. And on some of these cards, we're talking, sometimes this is like $10,000. And so this is not something that is going to go away in the hobby. And I'm not even sure that PSA is ever really going to develop any kind of methods to detect this. This kind of soaking and cleaning and kind of doing this to the cards. I don't know if they're going to be able to detect this. And so my advice out there, if you are in the market for these types of cards, if you're spending tens of thousands of dollars on Mickey Mantles and stuff, is first of all, I think you could look for the ones in the older holders. It's not that card cleaning has never gotten on, but man, it is prevalent now. People are actually at the shows looking for like low grade cards now that they're going to crack out and they're going to clean and they're going to get it bumped up 2, 3, 4 grades. And there's their profit margin, because the juice, whether you buy it from Kurt or you make it yourself, is negligible. Considering the amount of value that you can add to these cards, even after the pretty steep grading fees that you got to pay with PSA. So something like this is not going to go away. Again, I don't know if this has any long-term impact on the trading cards. I honestly don't know. I don't know enough about the solution. I don't know enough about the chemistry of cardboard to really tell. I just know if you are in the market for these cards and it is something that you want to buy. I'm playing golf with a guy nearly every week. He's trying to collect a rookie card of every Hall of Famer. So he's out there trying to buy this stuff, this PSA 4, PSA 5 type rookie cards, Hank Aaron, Mickey Mantle, Willie Mays, those types of players. I tell you what, if I was buying it and I didn't want my card cleaned, or I didn't want one that was potentially clean, I would probably look for the old holder PSAs if you can find them. Again, not that cleaning wasn't around back then, but maybe it was slightly less prevalent than it is today, because literally there are guys walking around these card shows now, and it's not just this one, they're all over. You got these repackers walking around, you got kids walking around, which is super cool. Everybody's got their own vibe, but there are people that out there looking for this low grade stuff, and they're trying to buy it, and they're going to clean it, and they're going to get it graded either on a resub, or they're going to take a card that's out of a holder and that's just been sitting there collecting dust for 50 years. They're going to clean it up and they're going to get a high grade. So just keep that in mind if you're buying a lot of this kind of higher end stuff. This is what's happening, and this is what's going on. And again, everybody has their own opinion whether or not they want to own that type of card, or whether they would do that type of card. I think just as a hobby in general, we need to just be aware that it's out there. And just like if you're in the coin collecting community, or the comic books, or rare paintings, or vintage wine, or whatever it is, just be aware of what you're buying, aware of what's happening in the community, and you can make the decision on if your hard-earned money is worth some of these cards that are being cleaned and waxed and rubbed and soaked, if that's something that you want. Juan, I'm here with you at the Sacramento Card Show. You got some diamond grading. Looks like mystery bags.
Yeah, man. It's in here.
All right.
LeBron James, 10, some inserts earlier.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
7 Curry, insert 9.5. That was maybe up there.
Okay.
Okay, then I Mitchell.
Okay.
Up this something kind of cool, right? But Saudis only to a team stand.
Okay.
What else? We have AI grading. I don't work for the company, but this is a really good, nice little company here.
Yeah.
You know, it's not PSA, but no, it's convenience.
There you go.
So there you go, guys. Here you go, Michael.
Just
Do one more.
one more.
Popping his chest. So great. I feel so well. Oh, here you go.
There we go,
There
baby.
we go.
This is it.
Now from 1952.
That's it. It's in there.
Stop.
Okay.
10. Joel
Babe.
Embiid.
Okay.
I won the MVP last year,
You don't think so? Okay.
but it's all good.
All right. There it is.
Sports Card Radio is doing big things with dialing.
So, sorry. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm waiting for the check.
wouldn't you say that everybody's a fan of Stony Chase?
That's right, baby. Everybody's a fan of buckets, too.
This is true. It's a big fan.
There ain't nobody doing buckets like you want.
It's got better deck.
This is how a card show should be right here. Just buckets of cards out, couple of chairs, pull it up,
And it looks like
go through there. So we like to say here on Sports Card Radio, just sit there, fondle the pictures of men, got some Pokemon.
Did I see? See how still going back here? So that's still sad with the part. Although this is the estimate, it was in the blood all from all the apples and just bad.
So another thing I got my hands on the card show was the new PSA case. And so I don't know if you guys all saw this, but PSA came out with a new case that I guess they've been working for like over a year on, I think. And so this new case is made out of surgical grade plastic. And so a couple of things. First of all, the edges are really sharp. Current PSA cases almost kind of have a bevel around the edge. And so when you run your hands over them, it's kind of smooth, it's kind of rounded off. Well, the new cases are like really just kind of like not beveled at all. And so I found that kind of interesting. They feel good in the hands. They're definitely heavier. So that was interesting, that I think PSA has advertised them to be maybe 25-30% heavier than the previous cases. So when you hold one in your hand, you can tell, but when you hold like a stack of PSA cards in your hands, you can tell the new cases are much heavier. Now, here's the thing that's really interesting, and we'll probably see more discussion on, is it's much harder to crack the cards out. So in the past, you could kind of just cut across the top where the grading label is, and you could pop the case open, pull the card out, and whatever, resubmit it, or just if you're unhappy with the grade, you could take it out. Well, it sounds like these new cases much harder to do that. You still cut across the top, but somebody was saying it's really hard or almost impossible to pop the case open. So now you got to kind of like pry it open and pull the card out. So we'll see how people that are into kind of popping these things out of the case, we'll see how that works out. Hey, we'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll see you. Well, guys, that was the Sacramento card show, brought to you by True Sports Cards. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Maybe we'll be back some other time, some other place, but we're out of here.